Kaneaiakala. My name is Kaneaiakala, and welcome to my next series of videos on step 4. This would be part 1. We have just completed steps 1, 2, and 3. We're now moving into what people in recovery consider probably one of the most difficult steps to do, and that is step 4, which is made a searching and fearless moral inventory of ourselves. Here is where they say the rubber meets the road. Here is where we finally dig into our resentments, our fears, our harms done to other people, and our sexual conduct, and where we break down what happened, how does this affect me, how does this affect other people, and we write pen to paper. And most people in recovery are afraid of writing these things down, of looking at themselves. But if you have gotten to a place where you've followed steps 1, 2, and 3, and have come to a place where you are in a state of surrender, writing these things down might be challenging, but it shouldn't be. You should be at a place of, okay, let's do this.
Could you try again?
And sorry about that, it's my Siri. A place of surrender, and let's go about doing this step, and let's get all this stuff out. Let's get all this pain body, all of this history, all of these past experiences that I think have been done to me, that I've done to other people, just all of it. And here we are finally at a place where we get to write all this stuff out, So I'm going to go into the first paragraph of the step and start digging into this thing. So it says, step 4, made a searching and fearless moral inventory of ourselves. Creation gave us instincts for a purpose. So these God-given instincts of pride and ego, anger, lust, sex, conduct, envy, sloth, greed, and gluttony. And so all these are God-given. They're already handed to us when we're born, and we continue to have them throughout our entire lives here on earth. So creation gave us instincts for a purpose. Without them, we wouldn't be complete human beings. And these instincts allow us to live here on earth, to live amongst other people, to be able to survive here on our planet, and with all the different things that are going on. So we must understand that these instincts are God-given. We all have them, and they allow us to live here on earth. So if men and women didn't exert themselves to be secure in their persons, made no effort to harvest food or construct shelter, there would be no survival. So these things are necessary in us being able to get a job, go to work, have a family, have children, all of our daily functions for us to live here on earth. And I like to consider these things as functions, and whether we get educated, whether we don't, what type of, all the have a home, all these types of things, or what we do as functions for us to be human beings. I don't think anybody can disagree with that. So if there were no social instinct, if men cared nothing for the society of one another, there would be no society. So these desires for the sex relation, for material and emotional security, and for companionship are perfectly necessary and right, and surely God-given. I don't think we disagree with that. Yet these instincts, so necessary for our existence, often far exceed their proper functions. Powerfully blinding many times subtly, they drive us, dominate us, and insist upon ruling our lives. Our desires for sex, for material and emotional security, and for an important place in society often tyrannize us. When thus out of joint, man's natural desires cause him great trouble. Practically all the trouble there is. No human being, however good, is exempt from these troubles. Nearly every serious emotional problem can be seen as a case of misdirected instinct. When these happen, our great natural assets, the instincts, have turned into physical and mental liabilities. And that's what ends up happening when we get into what we're going to go into, which is when these God-given instincts become defects of character or character defects. When my will or my thinking or what I have experienced in time, in past and in future, interrupt or interfere with these God-given instincts and get in the way and start creating pain and suffering for ourselves. And that's what ends up happening as we continue to live here on earth, from the time we were born, and all of the things that we were taught, all of our experiences, all of our resentments, all of our good times, bad times, indifferent times, whatever it might be, uh, end up creating a lot of what they're saying here, where they're meant for us to live here on earth, but then they end up far exceeding their proper function. And that's what this step allows us to do, is to recognize how these instincts have exceeded its proper function, and what that proper function should look like, and how do I move away from uh, these defects or its excesses, and how it's created alcoholism, drug addiction, depression, anxiety, stress, da 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 da. The list can go on and on. But how do we get to back to its proper function, the way that it was given to us? Um, what is that? What does that look like? So that's what we're going to be digging into as we continue to read on into this step. And I hope you continue to join me as we continue this discussion. But this is the first two paragraphs of step 4, and just kind of wanted to start the discussion and start talking about what this actually looks like. Now that we've completed step 1, step 2, step 3, and as we move into step 4. So I hope this was helpful for you. Please leave any questions, comments that you might have. Follow us on all of our social media, our website, YouTube channel, Facebook, Instagram. We're here to provide support and help. And I hope you guys have a great day. Mahalo.